so we're getting decent. Yeah, okay, we're looking good. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Sorry if you hear children yelling in the background. I have a noise gate set, but it might not be good enough. Okay, quick summary of what happened.
Heroes hideout tonight. Woo!
You missed. Over more. Over. Oh, well, close enough. You can see it. You tried, and you put forth an effort, and that's what counts.
There it is.
Yeah, it's reversed. All right.
Oh well.
No, the words aren't reversed. Your
We
movement's
still love
reversed. Yeah, I have my shirt, but it's dirty because I actually wear it all the time, too much. Because
I
it was
wore mine today, so I wouldn't have to change or anything.
yeah, it was a free shirt, so I wear it all the time.
I'm a bugbear in real life, so they don't make them in my size.
John, we'll get you a shirt.
Ship it to me.
Nah, just bring it.
Alright, that works also.
We'll just all raid John's porch one night and be like, "We've got a case of beer and a T-shirt," and he'll be like, "Come here."
And
yeah.
really cold Bojangles.
I'm also impressed that you're on my porch, which is on the 3rd floor with no access.
Okay, so the landing at your door.
No, we've broken in and we've gone out into the balcony. All right, so the quick summary of what happened. They went down the second tunnel to this, as you can see. As they can't see, but you can. There was another tunnel back here on this other side, a few hundred feet back. They went down that tunnel, saw Suto had escaped in a boat. They hopped in a boat, rode real quick, got over there, climbed, shot his ass, made him fall down the cliffside, broke his arm, and then tortured him for a little while to make him talk, and then sent him to prison. Just a little bit. To be fair, he did kill a lot of people, so ends justify the means. Welcome to Guantanamo. After they arrested him, they decided to go back down into the caverns of wrath after taking a little nap. Gotta rest up. Gotta be fit and fresh when you go into caverns with demons or whatever's going on. They went back down in. They walked around here. They saw this cool ass statue with Thessalonian runes on it that Arkrag saw. That had, I don't even remember what it said. I forgot. I got my notes somewhere. I think that Thessalonian, it would kill you from a distance is basically what Arkrag translated it to. Lurley stole the spear, decided to put it back after the fact, and then wandered down another hallway after Vi got spooked. They found this cool little altar with some water that I believe Belir took some water. Yep. Now they went into this room with the pool of water that has some 6 skulls in a circle. And they beat the shit out of this little closet. They just destroyed her. Arkrag, she turned invisible. Arkrag sniffed her out, smacked her up against that wall. And then they picked her up, and this right here is an ancient Thessalonian rune well of wrath. And they just kind of sacrificed her to it in order to try to make more sin spawn pop out. And it did. And they killed all the sin spawn. They deactivated the rune well. And that's it. I believe we left off. Belir was vomiting in a corner. And Arkrag was looking at a sick dagger. And Lurley was yelling at him for activating the rune well. I believe that's where we left off. Did I miss anything?
I got a banging black silk dress out of it all,
Yeah.
That surprisingly fits.
I mean, she's about the size of a closet, right?
Roughly.
This episode is, we wish it was brought to you by, what was it? Come on, Arkrag, get with it. We're doing product placement. We wish
Bojangles and bugbears, baby.
It's reversed.
Yeah. Reverse Bojangles and bugbears, baby.
I'll have to get a Bojangles logo that we can throw up there or something.
Blah. All right.
I'm hoping to be eventually sponsored by Bojangles.
It's
Maybe.
not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's a fun idea, but it's never gonna happen. Anyway, yes, as you can see in chat, our elf, and you can see on the stream with the little cross over her name. Vi will not be joining us because she is sick. That's it. So in game, this just ruins everything. Anyway, what was Arkrag? I believe when we left, you wanted to ID the thing while the dagger that you found while Balir was sitting over there going "Hoo!" for a few minutes more?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think I ID'd it already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did ID it. I couldn't. Again, that would have taken place while Balir was vomiting in a corner.
I give the dagger an overview. I say, very fine craftsmanship. This could come in handy in a pinch.
All right. And Vi is having some sympathy gagging going on with Balir here as he goes, "Whoa!" She goes, "Ah! Ah!" And she still looks terrified because, as you remember, she was just scared of literally everything. Every noise that happened, she was convinced it was something skittering behind her.
She was right.
She was right, to be fair, but she was terrified of everything. As a drow in the underground is, she was obviously uncomfortable.
I can't get my character sheet to open.
That's not good.
Here goes.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna look over at Learlay. I'm gonna say, would you like to help me investigate this place? I'd like to know a little bit more about this, whatever this portal was.
Well, you said that the runes looked Thessalonian, and we've both expressed an interest there. What should I look for?
I don't know, just anything that looks of interest that could help us learn more about it. And I look around the walls, are there any inscriptions or anything that we could study to...
On the walls itself, no. It's actually it's smooth, darkened marble. But on the rune well itself, there's lots of writing. The specifics don't matter all that much, but it's basically there's the symbol of wrath at each one of these points on the triangle here. It's like a very large symbol. You move this corpse off of it. There you go. That same symbol right there is on each of the 3 points, and then written in between it is what basically sounds like really angry ranting, leading to the next one, and then it goes and leads to the next one. It's just encircling it. Just vague, angry threats at everything is what's written across it.
Somebody was quite pissed off when they wrote this. I'm going to pull out my journal and just kind of scribe everything down in it. I'm going to I'm going to copy the runes and such.
I'm just going to
I'd
get
like to copy those later. I'll keep searching.
you can give me a perception. Lurley. What area are you investigating in particular? Ooh! You're really good at it, whatever you're investigating.
I primarily would want to be looking around the pool that the stem spawn came out of when we sacrificed, and then around the water well, looking up along the lines, because I would think that with my different things, especially theatrics and the religion and culture, that I would know about setting a stage, which most rituals would be.
Yes. You don't find anything here. You don't find anything that our Craig didn't find. But here, do you look in the water itself? I'm kind of curious where you're looking. With this roll, actually, you notice when you're looking around the edge of the water that there appears to be something in the center here. There's a piece there that's not fitting. Is the bottom of the well?
Absolutely investigate
okay.
that.
The bottom of the well is basically tiled, and one piece doesn't look like it fits entirely there. It's almost seamless, but it's not. Okay, well, if you're investigating that, plop, it's in the middle of the Ring of Skulls if you're going to go there.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out.
Balir moving over.
So you need a separate roll. In fact, you know what? At that point, I'd go,
Balia, come and inspect this. It appears to be clear, but there's obviously something here.
Solid rhyme.
Do I just see the tile? I imagine if you're pointing it out.
If you point it out, if she points it out to you, you got it.
I don't know if I have a crowbar.
I don't know of any traps that could be here, but you seemed quite handy with those others.
I can look around. Yeah. That's what you're asking. Let me do that. All right.
You like sloshing your hands around in there. You don't really feel anything. It seems all right.
Try to yank the towel up. I get my little fingers around it.
All right. And it just kind of floats up a little bit and then goes back down. It pops up easily. And then underneath it, so it looks like a little tiny chest, like the size of my phone. It's about that wide and that deep. It's a very small little chest.
What is that?
What would I need to roll to see if it is anything more than just a little chest?
I don't. Like you're just trying to see what's on it, or you're trying to see if it's more than a chest, like a bomb or something. I don't know.
Like, sorry, I'm wanting to like pick it up and inspect it, like for any markings. If it obviously it holds some purpose, is where my thing.
Yeah,
is.
I mean you can look at you can do a perception if you're holding it.
I was like, before you pick it up, like, oh, this might be trapped. Is it trapped?
No, not that easy. Looks like a box.
Feel free.
Find something interesting up
Your
there.
hand blows off.
I look and jump a little bit because I'm so intent on the box, and when his voice comes, something interesting, I'll jump and reflexively, nothing, but I open it.
Okay, you pick it up, open it. On the inside is actually a about that big around, and just very pure, well-cut diamond.
Okay, I would try to sleight of hand that.
Do I see?
Diamond here, and I would say, see, nothing. It's empty.
It was a fucking rock. Oh my!
All right.
Is that like?
So you got to
Is
roll.
that a performance to like not be alert that you just grabbed him? and
Yeah, I mean,
knocked
Balir
him?
is standing there looking down there with you, so he's gonna
Yeah,
have.
but I picked the box up, and when he spoke, I jumped. Was like,
Oh,
oh, nothing.
Okay, so you
nothing,
open and pop it up at the same time, and like, oh, look, it's
Exactly, because I would
empty.
want to know what was in it before anyone else knew what was in it.
Okay, all right. Go. You can roll perception to see through this, Balir. I give you that. You are close enough to try to beat it. You didn't see shit. It's an empty box, Balir.
What's an empty box under a tile?
I don't know. Perhaps there was something at one time, but obviously nothing now.
And I just hold it out kind of innocently.
Is it a good box?
It's a really good box, actually. It's the entire thing is stone with no hinges, so it just like together, and it's almost like completely seamless. You can't even see where the door is, or the.
It appears well made. Here, would one of you like it?
I'll take it.
She hands it to Balir with a smile, quite generous.
What exactly is it?
It's a box. I toss you the box.
No. I like fumble with it for a second, trying to catch.
It appeared dry within, so it's obviously waterproof.
Oh, that's interesting. Nothing was in it.
Not that I saw.
No, it looks like something at one time.
Could I attempt like a, I don't know, insight? No, they don't have insight in this game.
I mean,
Sense motive?
I guess, but they don't
Why would you? This is your buddy.
they don't technically work on player characters, but I mean, I don't know in this situation. Do you have a reason to be super suspicious here?
I mean, the only reason I would think is because it's a box hidden in a place where there was an imp and a bunch of arcane bullshit happened.
That's-
I wouldn't think it'd be an empty box, but I mean, whatever.
The tile was clearly disturbed, so.
Oh, that's fine. It's definitely an interesting box.
It is. It's made out of obsidian. Oh, I am in a just forgetting everything mood. The top of the box, just the same symbol of wrath is on it again, and gold, and like gold filigree.
Whatever it held, it must have been pure evil.
I just nod.
Put snacks in here.
This is the symbol of wrath. The Runelords, back during the Thessalonian times, each was identified with their own symbol. And this particular area seems to be devoted to the wrathful one.
It's a good box.
Well, I got a head out of it, and I'll show you the closet head. We've got some plans for this piece.
Have at it.
Is like Vi still standing there?
Oh,
like,
at this
just-
point, Vi is like standing at the door, just like looking around, absolutely terrified. And everybody, give me a perception roll. Specifically, you are Craig, because you're the one that mentioned her.
my eyelids
You are
are just drooping as the night goes
You're still
on.
like, oh, oh. Craig.
Hold on.
Nope.
It's skipping.
Oh.
Trying to roll perception.
Oh no.
You are
This is not-
really thinking about that diamond that you stole. You're really thinking about it, hardcore.
I'm okay with this.
Craig, Vi looks like shit. Like she's her skin's already dark, but she's starting to get really bad dark circles on her eyes, kind of like me, but really bad, and she just kind of looks nauseous.
Oh, you all right, Vi? You don't look so good.
She turns to look at you like she's about to say something, and then just immediately like projectile vomits onto the floor.
Oh, what's going on me?
No, not onto you. She turns away from you.
Manners.
By the 9 hells. Are you going to be okay to go on with this mission?
She's again.
Take that as a no.
And this one seems a lot more guttural and deep, like one of those where you're on the toilet and your feet are going straight up over it and you're emptying out. And in the vomit she has, there's like it's little black dots that slither away out of the vomit.
Absolutely not healthy.
Not natural.
She's like grabbing at her throat. Anybody got any
Doctor.
ideas?
I was going to suggest going forth, but we can't do such with her like that.
Would heal. Let me figure out what it is.
Sure, yeah. You can go for it.
Yes, I'm not very adept in the ways of medicine, but that does not look good.
It is definitely some sort of magical disease. You're not specifically familiar with what it's called, but you do know it is caused by exposure to something underground, usually.
Oh.
The little black dots are nothing really terrible. It's just an odd side effect.
As it's magical, could I possibly do a knowledge arcana check on it?
Sure.
We need to get her out of here before we continue.
Get to the wizard doctor.
Those little black dots look terrible.
What was it? Okay, no, that's just Miles yelling. Sorry. Oh, okay. The disease is it's just called black spot, like the pirate thing. But the specific you lose your voice, you get really sick for probably 24 to 48 hours, and it's not too difficult to treat. Any hedge wizard's going to be able to treat it, but if you don't treat it, you're dead. So she probably needs to get the hell out as quickly as
Do the
possible.
service.
Yeah.
Idea, that's Black Spot. You must get out of here, or else we'll be got.
That
See-
was a rhyme.
She looks at you like, and starts to turn towards the door.
to feel comfortable enough to escort her back, and I can wait here for your return after you've found her some help. I'd like to study this statue up ahead.
I'm torn and suspicious of this because why would he want to exclude us? And I know there's a lot of valuable and highly magical things around.
Do you?
Like, sense motive, maybe?
I mean,
Is that the same thing if I can't do that on him?
I don't think so. I don't think that, honestly, you know that he's a bookworm obsessed with Thessalonian runes, and the room up there is covered in Thessalonian runes. I don't know that would be... I guess you are a thief, so your immediate thought is that he's trying to steal from you. But I don't know that you need sense motive to tell that, because that's just your immediate thought in character.
Fair enough.
I just want to study this. Just a little bit of time. You going and getting her some help should be plenty enough. I just want to make sure that this statue is actually safe, and then you may be able to take that valuable weapon from it if I can ascertain whether or not it is in fact an active curse, or if it's been ruined over time.
I'll stick around and keep the bugbear safe. You know.
So you're gonna send...
Oh, I'm really starting to get angry at that suggestion.
So you mean to tell me you want me to carry
Okay,
situation back?
let's back it up a bit. You two stay here if you want to, and I'll carry the sick one up and find some help for her, and I'll return.
She's standing here. Ah! 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 She's like pointing at her legs. Ah! She's starting to walk out the door. Ah! She
I
starts.
snatch her up, and I say, just stay here. Go look at the freaking statue.
She's like trying to walk, showing you clearly that she can walk. She's just vomiting and lost her voice. As you're trying to pick her up, she's pushing you off and walking away.
Okay, and I look at her and I say, do you feel capable that you can make your way all the way back by yourself? Fine. You're a drow. You can do whatever you want.
Runs off down the hallway where you came from.
Poor creature. You see what you did, Leolay.
Leolay would stand there with arms crossed and kind of looking at her nails and go,
I did nothing. Y'all suggested I go alone to take someone sick back through God knows what. I may be impressive, but good gods.
I look at her like she's really cute.
imagine this little 3 foot high character kind of stomping her foot with her arms crossed in a huff.
Personally, I suggested that two of you take her back. It was Belia that suggested that you go by yourself. So don't go getting all that angry. I'm going to go check out this statue before we continue on.
I didn't tell you specifically. I said you all. But I agree. There's more to be done here, and we should proceed.
So I continue following Vi until we get back up to the statue and watch her kind of stumble off, throwing up.
Yeah, she's like, oh! A couple of times, but she doesn't actually vomit huge chunks anymore. No more black
I look
spots.
back at Valir and I say,
You know, you could have just come with me.
I could have.
I understand your logic, and I appreciate it.
and then I keep walking.
She's creepy.
A little bit.
So I'm gonna come back and wait for Learlay to catch up, and I'm gonna study that. I'm gonna just pour all I can into this. I'm gonna pull my book out. I'm gonna flip through the pages, see if I can discern whether or not this funky death curse is like an active thing or what the deal is before we continue.
Okay. There's a crying baby in the background. I'm sure you can hear that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sounds good. Oh,
Yeah,
You can!
They'll still be able to hear you guys talking. It'll just look different. So.
that's
It's
fine.
kind of cool though.
That way I can pick my nose and all that fun stuff while I'm not on camera.
Hey Nick, how do I send a roll private to Ray. Just type out the roll.
I mean, you can imagine you just roll a dice and
Type /W space G
send it privately in Discord.
space and then double bracket it or what
/W space GM space.
Then the double bracket whatever 1d20 plus whatever double bracket description of what the fucking results supposed to be.
Does D have to be capitalized or no?
No.
1d20 and my will save is plus, so it would be +2. Is that right? When you're looking at your character sheet, the one where it's total, that's what you would add to your d20?
Believe so.
Yep.
Okay. And no spaces between the d20 and the plus whatever,
1d20 plus whatever with spaces.
and double bracket end.
So we have a sick ass drow in the party. Sounds fun. All's viewing. Oh, we don't have that many people viewing tonight.
All right, we had 4 people.
Well, hopefully we'll pick up some more viewers along the way.
Yep, I'm here. Hello.
And he's back.
But I did in the D&D channel. Well, I did in the D&D channel, but not in the server because the servers are down this week.
Okay. So you are looking specifically for this death curse, right? Checking
Yeah, trying to figure out if it's an actual active thing or if it's been destroyed or withered over time.
Okay, give me linguistics, I guess. Linguistics or history, either one, whichever one you're better with. Doesn't really matter.
I'll find out in a sec. God, Pathfinder has so many skills.
Oh yes.
I'll go with history.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Oh, did you take it away from the AFK?
Yes, I did, and I unmuted my microphone as well. Well, look, it's initiative just popped up. Can I move that? Can I move that? Why is that here? Oh, because I'm clicking on you. There we go. That goes right now. Okay. Results. 24. Yep. Okay. After you have some time to sit down and read it some more, you realize that based on the way that Thessalonian grammar works, it's actually just a threat in general, saying that if you steal from me, I'm going to know it and someone's going to come kill you. It's not necessarily a death curse. It's more saying that if you steal from me or from this, that you're going to get killed. But the wording of it is a little off. Now that you have some time to actually sit down and dissect the grammar some more, okay, it makes a little bit more sense. But it's just vague warning instead of a magical threat.
Okay, so while I'm looking over this, I'm going to be giving Lear and Balir both kind of like a crash course as if I'm a teacher trying to show some clueless students. And after all is said and done, I say, well, if you want that bigger answer, feel free to take it, Lear. It seems safe enough.
I don't know much, but from the little I know, that didn't seem to be the message the first time.
Well, given a little bit more time, I could actually focus upon it instead of you just snatching the answer the first time. You know, strange noises. Little Miss Vi's not back there saying, "Oh, I'm so scared today," and stuff like that.
Well, we can stay and study, or we can come back. It is a statue.
I snatch the freaking answer out and I hold it out to her. I'm like, take it or don't take it. I'll put it in my backpack if you don't want it.
I contemplate the diamond and contemplate the reactions of what I've seen from prior and now. And I say,
Fine. You take that risk of wrath, as you said the first time.
But yeah, would you like it? If not, I'll take it. It doesn't matter.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Is it like a good, you can use it to fight with kind of spear? Oh. Heard.
It's a pretty polearm that has a long reach. Are you
Said it was
strong?
Really nice too, right?
How strong are you, but yeah.
It's very, very good.
If nothing else, you'll come out like a bandit if you sell it.
Anybody else doing anything with this room?
I would just be the whole time that he was studying that, I'd be looking around, inspecting things in general, because, you know, as we said, I was interested in Thessalonian stuff as well. And I also, having seen what I've seen so far, I would not have let my guard down. I would constantly be watching for things, looking out for things, etc., etc.
Aside from the statue itself, there doesn't appear to be any major feature of this room. That's probably like the welcoming lobby, as welcoming as a place called, you know, that's dedicated to wrath can be. So it doesn't appear to be there to be anything else interesting in this room.
So where to now? Would you rather go northwest or east? Looks like we've got a few options here.
Those are doors. Or actually, this isn't even a door. I think this is just a hallway. This is a door.
I mean, we could take these super fancy steps we got here.
They do look quite nice.
They seem nice.
The fact of us coming across some strange magics here and you discovering a couple hidden items, I would definitely be wary as we continue. Keep your eye out for secret passages, hidden niche traps.
There to the left, it seems dirt and unfinished, while ahead the tile continues. I think if it were a temple or some form of worshipping place, following the tile would be where our clues were.
Seems to be sound logic.
Guess I'll lead up the steps, and I guess roll a perception to not step on a trap.
Yeah, perception to not die. Press X to
Well,
not die.
We will see.
I'll keep my eyes peeled as we go. I'm going to be about 5 foot back from him the whole time.
You don't see anything. You're just walking up these steps. There doesn't appear to be anything fancy. But about when you get about midway up this next flight of steps, if you continue on, you start hearing more. From this door.
It's
up
another
here.
one of those imps.
Oh, remember the imp making that kind of noise.
That is correct. The imp did not make that noise.
Does it smell like an imp ahead?
No, there's no door here, is there?
Wait, is that a door or is that
I don't see a door.
hallway going
Can
up?
you see the thing that's sitting in there?
I can see something
Oh,
sitting in there.
I
Oh,
can
I
see
know what that
something.
is.
That is not a door. That is a little barrier thingy there. So, I mean, that's just like a little walkway. I don't know why it looks like a door. Anyway, it has not noticed you. It's just this. Actually, I got a picture for you. Let me get it up.
Yay, pictures!
Ba-da-ba.
I think I know what this is.
Yeah, I think you know what it is because you should know what it is because you played D&D for like 10 billion years. Copy it. I'm just gonna put it in the stream and I'm gonna put it up on this right here.
That works. Oh,
You put it up on Discord.
an angry face.
Can I do? Yeah,
Ooh.
there it is.
Okay, so I know what this is. Does Arcrag know what this is?
Probably, but go ahead and roll Arcana.
As I'm rolling Arcana, I'm going to reach down to my belt and grab that little dagger.
Okay.
It's time to test it as any.
And when I see it, I draw my crossbow.
Oh, you know exactly what it is. So if you want to tell everybody what it is, go ahead. Our credits.
It's called a Varguil. If that's how it's pronounced. It's just a strange creature of magic. Of ancient evil magic, if I remember correctly. Personally, I don't remember exactly.
I know. I got you. I was just saying, letting you do what you can do. It has a shriek that can cause you to be paralyzed by hearing it. They tend to just kind of flap around. They're usually stealthy, but for some reason this one seems to be stuck in this room, just kind of going around in a circle. And they don't have any particular amazing defenses that you can remember off the top of your head. They shriek, and they also have a poison, I believe. They do have a poison, yes. And apparently they can kiss you if you're unconscious, and it will start turning. It will turn you into a Vargul itself.
Yeah. Okay, so I look at everybody and say, the creature ahead has a paralytic shriek. So if you have anything to stuff your ears with, it's probably best that we get the jump on this thing. And they're also venomous. Aside from that, don't let it kiss you.
I open up my magic component pouch that I have and pull out some of the little tufts of raw cotton and hand them and say,
Here, we could use this.
and begin stuffing it like in my ear.
I have earplugs. So. Yeah, I'm gonna use those.
Look at you.
Always prepared.
I just take the hair that's hanging from my chin and kind of pull it up around and just like stuff my freaking beard into my ear.
I don't know how effective that is. You can get like some wax or something in there first. Swirl it around.
So, if we're going, is this doorway actually open?
Yeah, that's not
Or
even
is
an
it
actual doorway. It looks like a doorway, but it's not a doorway. It's open. It just hasn't seen you. It's just flapping around.
So
On three?
Three.
Ah.
Oh, our crack has a ranged weapon now. Just all right. Go ahead and go if you're gonna swing it. Like I said, it hasn't noticed you.
1, 2. Oh my God, that's a terrible shot, Blair.
It goes wide and turns towards you. Comically, its wings freeze mid-thing. Ooh, that's pretty good. And it comes right back.
Oh my, I like this. I like sheath it right quick and unsheath my sword.
Lurley, yours goes just a little bit wide there, as it kind of skims off the top of its head. Just the dagger sticks into it, and it's like and flies back out. And then you need to roll for initiative. What's it? Let me get it up. Don't do it. There we go. Up. No.
What?
You got a 23, Lurley. I'll put it back. I'll put it in there manually.
She got a 23.
Lurley.
Well,
1d 120. It does not roll that for initiative, you idiot.
maybe it's a good thing that Bar is not here. I feel like she'd be thoroughly freaked out by this.
That's a giant demon face.
Just nod.
All right. Lurley, it's all up to you.
At this point, Lily would put her crossbow up furiously and be like,
That blasted little bugger's too fast for shadow.
just kind of grumping and cussing under her breath. And she'd pull out her stencil in one hand and draw her dagger in the other. And she's like,
Let it come within my reach. Damn it.
All right. John, why are you listed as John? Belier.
I got it this
Oh,
time.
it covered up your face. I just realized that. Whoops. There we go.
The 17 hit.
17 does hit as you. And it just. It looks even angry and starts flapping his wings. Getting very, very angry.
Charging up.
Yeah. It's hitting you with a charge attack. That it? You gonna reload?
I mean, I reloaded at the beginning before I shot. But I had
Oh,
to.
okay. That's right. Arkrag.
Hey, I'm going to 5, 10, 15. I can move this way, can I?
Mm-hmm.
To get him without getting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna charge forward, and as I come to a offensive position here, I'm gonna make like a lunging horizontal strike against this creature with both hands.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. It opens its mouth shrieking as Balir had shot it, and then you catch it right in the mouth, and it just goes. Plop! And this bottom jaw falls off on his wings, just bloop.
And I'm gonna quickly
Do it.
like sniff around to see if I smell anything else in the vicinity.
It's, other than the stink of Argol, there's nothing.
It's safe.
Oop. Pulling bolts out.
Lele, just for future reference, creatures like this have a shrieking attack that can paralyze you. You staying back there with your dagger was probably a terrible idea.
But my ammo is getting low, and so I'll do what I can. I have faith to dispose of such things.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody doing anything? Looking around?
Search around in this
Stomping
room.
the body?
Really
I'm
stomping
gonna pick
under
that
the
one.
water.
Because I don't, I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell her more about it as she checks it out. I'm gonna say, if you fall victim to its kiss, you'll slowly become one as your head separates from your body.
Like that.
I believe you've brought me to a loss of words with that. It seems there should be something funny to say, or wise, or something, but you've left me speechless.
Yes, hence, attack as hard and as fast as possible when you see one of these things. Because if it paralyzes you, you're more likely to become one.
No, hold on. Miles is screaming out there.
Alright.
Okay.
At least it's a way to be ahead above the rest.
Ha. That's good.
Dude, it's horrible. My brain, I've been trying to think of things that, would fit different situations to be, that witty bard. And I just don't do puns very well thinking on the fly and stuff, man. It kind of sucks.
I think you've done rhyming and stuff pretty well so far. So
Yeah.
better than I
Well,
can do.
I did a lot of that, back when I was in college and did a dinner theater and improv dinner theater, you get used to doing that kind of thing. But puns, I fully appreciate them. I get them when other people say them, but so rarely can I think of them on the fly. Sometimes I'm lucky and I'll get a gem, but most of the time I've got the little piles of charcoal, not the diamond.
Well, just gotta be punnier, right?
Boo! Man.
Oh. Must be right. Can't wait to poke around in that water fixture in the middle of this room with my spear. And I don't have to put my hands in like the water. I just jab at it with stuff. I think it's
That's awesome.
a lot safer.
So, is there anything interesting in this room?
You
I'm gonna walk around in circles.
around the water and skull. Whatever that is in the center.
All the tic-tac-toe grid going on. It's like Connect 4, man. You just
How do you do that movement where it shows your movement?
When you left click on your token, you hold on it, you don't let go, and then you click your space bar twice, and then every square you move, you click your space bar, and then when you get done, you just like click your square again, and it kind of, however, it's not showing on my screen like it does.
He's not done yet. For me, it didn't show until you finished. Yeah, see, it all shows at one time.
Yep.
Okay.
So you just hold down on your token the whole time that you're moving, and every time you change a square, you just keep clicking your space bar over and over again, and it'll tell you your full movement. And then when you let off of it, it'll automatically snap, and everybody will be able to see it.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, sweet. That's
That
handy.
works. Okay. I had no I saw you doing the whole time. I was like, I don't know.
See,
Yeah.
watch Geeky Bugbear and you get random roll 20 tips. There you go.
Yeah, it's an easy way to track your movement. I learned that about a month after I'd started Roll20. I'd seen people do it, and now I use it religiously.
It works a lot better than bringing out the damn ruler and trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah, the only time I use a ruler is if I'm not actually going to move. I'm just trying to see what it is ahead of time to plot a better path.
So, random note, I'll be glad when I get a separate webcam instead of having to use the one on this laptop, because I keep finding myself hunching and sitting like this, all curled over, so that I can like be on level with the camera, and it's awkward, and I don't like it.
Just lower your seat all the way down. Just
I'm in a wood chair. I don't have. After the flood, man, we lost all that furniture, and there's still a lot of random stuff like that that just hasn't been a priority to replace. So
you can get like some really good like hedge clippers or something, or a saw.
chop the legs off for the
Lower
chair.
it down.
We do have a skill saw. We can...
I got a hacksaw.
There you go. Get your amputation practice
take the
in.
camping machete and just hack it off.
Oh. You make a recliner while you're doing it. Everything. The possibilities are endless.
Dude, I could have a lowrider chair. Be like, what up?
Be kind of nice. Which actually, can I do that in this one? No. Oh yes, yes I can. I've
jealous.
never leaned this one back. I was like, I've actually never.
I'd have
Never
laughed
done
like
that.
hell if you flipped over. I'd make sure you were all right, and I love you dearly, and I don't want you to, but I would have laughed like hell if you had flipped over backwards when you leaned it
I've
back.
been laughing too. They're doing good. Oh man.
I could have been like, you okay? You okay?
Did Ray put the
The AFK thing up? Yeah. You can pick your nose if you need to.
no.
No, we're still there.
I just hadn't had a chance to see what it looked. Oh my goodness, that is some crazy looking AFK thing. It's all swirly gold.
Swirly gold.
Oh, he pulled Twitch up. I was like, what is he talking about? How he pulled Twitch up?
It returns.
There we go. Sorry about that again.
It's all good.
Screaming babies. Okay. Somebody was looking around, talking about Varghouls. Okay.
Yeah, we were,
Go ahead.
I was just saying we were mainly just kind of looking around and talking. I was showing them how to use that spacebar movement tracker.
He's not even.
Yeah.
No, I
I guess
can see it.
I was gonna poke around in the water pool.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll get lucky.
Looking
I
for
can't
another
be-
secret.
Another sweet box. I don't find a box unless it's floating.
I'm gonna refresh.
And
Cameras doing weird.
there's nothing in there. It's just some water, dog.
Alright.
Are there any runes like at the other pool or no?
No, this one is just like a pool of water, and those are skulls there.
Okay.
That's it. There's nothing really interesting in here. This seems like the little Vargul just kind of lived in here, or was stuck in here for some reason, magically. Not really sure.
Doesn't understand circles.
Does not understand circles.
Gentlemen, look this way. There appears to be a stairwell heading down.
It's heading up.
Heading up.
It's always a good sign. Get the hell out of this these depths.
The next question is do we go investigate the stairwell, or do we go back and investigate to the north before we leave here?
We can always come back.
Sound logic. So I guess we're gonna go investigate the stairwell.
All right. You head up the steps, probably about 20 feet. I assume you're moving pretty slowly, making sure you don't run into any obvious traps. After you wind up around a couple of times, the stairway is blocked off by rubble.
Well,
We're exploring the other way then.
I mean, you could try to move it if you want.
Can I look at it and tell if the fall looks like natural through time, or if like maybe it was intentionally,
Okay.
or anything like that?
I mean, yeah. Go ahead. You can roll knowledge engineering if you have that. If not, it's just a general intelligence check. Knowledge engineering.
Click.
Ooh, okay. Bardic knowledge. This does look to be that like it was over time. You do notice that there are also some fissures in the rocks, and also leading up into there some cracks. This is possibly how there's still fresh air coming down, especially if that other entrance has been blocked up. This seems like where the air is cycling out.
It appears that this has happened naturally, not through the actions of these goblins and everything else. Perhaps we can leave this part for another time and go back down the other way.
I agree. Because this has to lead somewhere.
It
True,
does.
but do you want to risk?
And I would point to the fissures and cracks.
It may fall down with us within.
Yeah, let's avoid that. We can always get the professionals in here.
Yeah, those professional diggers.
we'll come back and check it out.
All right. Sorry. Literally 1 second.
Imagine we go all the way back.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, we go.
I don't know. Sometimes Ray likes to surprise us with things that we'd have missed on the way in that now are there. He can tell us though if we need to.
Oh yeah. I just rewind.
I say we check to the north before we continue to the west.
That's actually the way that I was talking about before.
Sorry, Miles was in his room screaming about something. Probably the goblin in the closet. All right.
Oh yeah. All right, so we come all the way back to the statue. We're gonna go north from here.
It's a door right here.
Yeah.
Where's the thing that I used here? Yes, that is a door. You've already checked this for traps 1 point. Remember last time?
There was no traps on it.
There was no traps, and you partially opened it and then closed it and went back the other way.
No, open it though, all the way.
You.
I would still be being stealthy because who knows what's where.
I can be as stealthy as possible.
Like the look of this.
They're not actually looking this way. They were supposed to be placeholders. They're standing there looking like this. They are more sin spawn, and it looks like they've got something on the ground and they're arguing over it. They're like, pushing each other.
Do they actually speak?
No, they're speaking somewhat. They clearly can understand each other, but you catch out a couple of like Thessalonian words that you know, but it's all screwed up. Like it's clearly not just Thessalonian that they're speaking. The words you do here are mine and no, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, I need to roll a stealth too, don't I?
Seems like you've been hearing a lot of arguments with small children, right?
No, actually, I haven't. Zoe doesn't do that yet. That's just they're very simple-minded things. My version of them is anyway.
Alright, so
Fairly stealthy.
They don't see shit.
you can move half speed while stealthing.
Yep, you guys are all. This room appears to be a prison, just from what you can see. These are cells here. These doors are closed. Some of them are open. You guys are on the upper rafter, and they are down. So like they can't even actually see you right now, but you can see them because you're higher up, and you just crouch down, and they can't see you anymore. You're just on this like wooden walkway with these stairs here leading down to the ground floor.
I'm gonna motion to my crossbow, point down at them.
I'm gonna motion down the stairs and point at myself, just like.
And one of them just like full arm slaps the shit out of his. Boom!
Does this stairwell that I'm standing at, it only goes that way?
That is a bridge heading to the next area. These right here are the stairways.
Okay, so I would move over here onto this stairway.
Yeah, I know it's not abundantly clear. They did it in this map's not super amazing.
No, it's cool.
It's alright.
Alright, so they're still kind of preoccupied.
Oh yeah, they're angry as hell at each other.
Alright, so what I'm going to do... Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was going to move down one more step, and I'm going to prepare an action to attack the first one that charges this way. And I kind of look back to the Lear and Learlay to see if they're going to get their attention with the crossbows.
Yeah.
Oh!
Turn around. Hello.
So, Lurley, you get your action done. And then as you're, like, turning the motion back, there's just the slightest, smallest, little, tiniest creak of a step. Just... And then you, like, this one right here, the one on the left, he, like, stops his argument. He's the one that full arm slapped. Like, he's still finishing his mid-slap. He just stops, and his head, like, twists like an owl. And looks dead at you. We need to roll initiative.
I take aim and wave at him.
Scream at the top.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative. I gotta go see what Miles is doing. He's screaming from the city.
It's a terrible initiative.
Yeah, we're probably not going to.
Okay, so that's the
Too
text
early.
that we need to fix. Every time he opens the turn order, it goes back to covering the Lear's head. So apparently we need another display screen or something for the initiative. I did not think about that on the overlay.
I can hide behind it and, like, let's see, peek out like this. Does that work? I think it does.
Yeah. Yeah, so I need to create another window for him to display the initiative. Well, that's what he's been doing, but if I do another
Initiative
little
is not
cutout
so
there
hot.
below the logo, he could shrink the initiative down smaller and fit it in that window.
Oh, it's just because I popped it before I walked out. There. I literally just move it over. You're good to go. That was
Yeah,
just
we
because
don't-
I did that and walked off.
Fair point.
Killing me. Well,
So me preparing an action to attack the first one, does that pop on mine?
That'll pop. I mean, no, that'll pop. You jump to their point in the initiative in response, and then you take that point from then on.
Okay.
So that would be your whole turn, actually, because I'm still counting that because you still prepped an action. So I'm actually going to move this over here because that's better. And then the sin spawn runs straight at you. It's like not even runs barreling at your ass, and you get a swing at him before he gets to do anything.
Oh, right. I'm gonna take just a sweeping backhand at him. Yeah, 20.
20, and you hit his ass. So I mean, he
Yeah.
kind of staggers him a bit, and then he opens up his mouth to bite at your arm as you're swatting. Does an 18 get you?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it does. That's bad.
You're gonna need that will save. It's 5 damage. Oh, you're fine. You shake that off.
Yeah.
Fucking Taylor Swift over here. All right, and then this is a sin spawn. Let's see who he notices, or if he just straight up notices only Arcrag here. 1d20 plus 7. They have very good perception. He only sees Arcrag, and that's only because he's there. So.
Now I can just see a bugbear dancing to shake it off.
Take it off. I'm actually changing your initiative to 20 because you're going to take place in their spot. You move to that point from now on.
Oh, that's their attack?
No. This one. Does an 11? Does an 11 hit you? All right. He just swats at you very ineffectively, and then your literal first turn was swinging. I believe that's how prepared actions work. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, you can continue on with Learlay.
Yeah, I think that's how they work. Technically, you would go before them because you take the place that you were before. So you would go before they do next time. I think that's how that works.
Yeah, you're supposed to take the place one step ahead of the people.
Okay, we're going that because it makes no sense. Literally, you're up.
Okay, so I had my crossbow ready. Still had my stencil in my hand from when I had my dagger. Before putting it away, I'm going to cast Shadow Trap on the gentleman down here. But I don't know that.
You've already been told that.
Yeah. If it's a mind affecting thing, you know that they're immune to it. You have seen it in action, and you have been told that.
But my question is, would Learlay, having just encountered these for the first time, realize that it's that they specifically were immune to it, or just that she thought
these are the same type of sin spawn as the ones you've already encountered, and you know that they're immune to mind affecting. You were told that by Arcrag, and you saw that when Vi tried to use mind affecting.
My fail. I apologize. Then in that case, I've wasted my turn. It's cool.
No, you're good. That's fine. In character, you would have absolutely known that, so you can do something else. Like that's an.
Then in that case, I'd have done my crossbow.
Okay, I'm not gonna punish you for forgetting something that happened literally 2 weeks ago. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's still one of those things,
Yeah, I know, but it's whatever. I'm also using a different token for these than I was using the other one, so I can understand the confusion. That just barely misses, as it just ducks at the last second, and it looks at you angrily. Which one did you shoot at, by the way?
Telling this bow does not like me anymore. What is going on?
Oh, wait, you're above them. You got a +2 to hit him. That hits. Yeah. He goes to dodge, and he ducks. He was about to hit him in the chest, and he ducks into it. And it's... And then it is Balier's turn. I gotta figure out why you're showing up as John!
I don't know. But damn these, immunities to mind affecting.
Yeah,
abilities.
It's rough.
I'm just gonna shoot him with a crossbow because that's all I can do.
You could hit him from the top rope.
I could.
That's a 17 because you're above them.
But I'm also still sickened, so.
No, you're not. Arcrag
Oh,
was
been long enough.
he identified the dagger and he took time and you had time to recover.
Beautiful.
So you're not actually sick. So, all right. You shot the same one Lurley was shooting, I assume.
Yep. Closest one.
Oh yeah. He just. That one hurt more. He's turning to look at you now.
Yes.
Arcrag, you're up. I assume you use your action to reload. I'm sorry. If you don't say you're moving or anything, I'm just going to assume you pop a reload.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Just want to be sure.
All right, so there's not much I can really do besides attack at the moment, so I'm gonna just go all out. And I'm gonna. Which one looks more damaged out of the two? The one I hit or the one they've hit twice?
The one that they've hit twice. That one is
I'm
kind
gonna-
of staggered a little bit as he got hit the second time.
I'm gonna try to finish him off.
Oh boy.
Well,
Not a crit, but
I hit.
that hits, and that does hurt him. He kind of staggers even a little bit more. It seems like he's barely on his feet, but not quite down.
I'm gonna try to continue to block these stairs, hoping he can't get past me.
You can 5-foot step up the stairs. It's like hop your way up.
That's a pretty good idea,
Okay.
actually.
All right. The sin spawn go. And he does not like the idea of clawing at your feet as you're going up, so he's trying to hop up the steps, so you get an attack of opportunity against him. This one right here. He claws away up the steps.
Damn.
And the steps come up basically about his halfway point, so he leans down and pulls himself up, and as he comes up, you just hit him right at the base of the neck, and his head rolls down the thing. Rolls down the steps. And then this little motherfucker that's really angry at Belir for shooting him. Also angry at you, but he can't actually get to you very easily. He's gonna he's gonna try to hop his ass up there. Hop his happy ass right up at you.
What was that flying head thing called?
Of Arkul.
Arkul.
Belir, I assume you're watching this. The things. Why is this initiative here? Because I'm clicking on Belir. The Sin Spawn looks up at Arcrag where he's been hit, and his legs bend backwards, and he just hops up and lands up on the steps next to you. And he goes to
Ain't
swing.
natural.
No, it is not. Is it?
Oh, he's hopping up at me.
Yeah. You did.
I sure hope that 22's not his roll to hit.
No, that was his. That was his jump roll.
Oh.
And then he has a -2 from all the penalties and shit. And then it's a 9. Does a 9 get you, Arcrag?
With a quick flourish of my sword, I just slap his arms away.
He looks genuinely hurt, like offended. And Lurley, you're up now.
I absolutely would be taking aim. I'm gonna have to move forward though to be able to get him.
And Arcrag is technically blocking your shot because he's blocking the thing, trying to keep him from getting to you guys.
Soft cover +4 to AC.
Yep.
Well, if it would actually allow my character to move.
Still shooting through him. You could maybe go around here. You could try to do a fancy ass flip off of the thing and jump down.
That's where I was trying to get
Okay.
to.
Okay.
It was just being stupid slow.
Gotcha. Yeah, you got an angle there. You got. Oh well. Oh boy. Oof. That's gonna miss. He took a lot of time getting around there, and dink, and it just misses it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and use my session reroll. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Okay. You're 2 above him, so yes, you get +2 for being above him, technically. So you hit him, and that actually is enough to finally drop him. Arcrag, you bat his arm away, and then an arrow just comes right in the neck, and he drops, falling down right on top of the other one.
As he falls
Actually,
down,
onto the severed head of the other one.
as he falls down, I'll call out,
Back into the dissolution with you, fool.
Ah.
Have we turned into a party of one-liners?
Yes. Just wait to the sequel.
I like
That'd
it.
be good.
The sequel. There actually is a sequel to Rise of the Runelords. You're making a joke, but there actually is. It's coming out. Runelord Part 2.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna move
Running
down.
Boogaloo?
Combat's over, right?
Oh yeah, combat's over. They're gone. They're just piles of meat. Boop.
I'm gonna move down and I'm going to see what they were arguing over here.
I'm sure you will be delighted to know this, but it is a near pristine condition ancient Thessalonian coin.
Oh my!
It's a platinum piece, and it has like the stamp of about the time when the right before the Thessalonian Empire like fell. Like
I'm gonna like roll it around in my fingers and look at. This is an interesting piece.
And it's very odd because, like I said, it is in pristine condition. It looks like that it has not aged a day.
It's not a good sign.
Callie decided she wanted to play.
Little bar up there.
I'm gonna pull out a platinum piece out of my pouch and say, "Anybody want this? As long as I can keep this, I'll give it back later."
I think you're fine.
I'll take the platinum.
I hand Leerlay a platinum piece and pocket the Thessalonian coin.
I'm okay with this, but I do watch where he puts it.
Oh God! All right. Okay. Aside from that, there's not a lot of else interest in here. Like this is all old. A lot of these iron bars are rusted out, which is odd that you find a coin that's nearly in perfect condition. There's wood that's in near perfect condition, and now the metal's rusting out. It is like you don't even need a roll to know that's odd as hell. That don't make much sense.
Are there bones in here?
And one or two of them there are bones. One of them specifically looks like animal bones, and the other one probably a human femur, but not much else.
I'm gonna take the femur, put it in my backpack.
Okay.
This could come in handy later.
Don't know where the rest of the human bones went. They were somewhere, and now there's just a femur just sitting there. Someone left his femur. He might want to put it in Lost and Found. I'm sure someone's looking for that.
Skeleton just hopped away.
I would kind of watch him pocketing this bone and be contemplating if it's some kind of arcane purpose or if maybe he just sees it as a snack for later.
Why not both?
Culinary.
Culinary magic. Let's go.
All right, got to write that down. That's going to be in the magic set.
Culinary magic.
Oh, this place doesn't seem to have anything of much interest in here.
Anybody want to give me a perception check as you're looking around?
I was gonna say, do we need to roll a perception?
You can just. I'm just one perception for the whole room if you want.
I am going to have to go ahead and those real common ones like that make him perform because this is just being ridiculous. until we
Yeah.
get the other PC.
Stealth, perception, a general knowledge one.
Certain knowledges, my will saves maybe.
Will saves are good. All your saves are good. Put them all on there. Just have a whole big bar like that of macros so you don't have to open your sheet. Belir, and with a pile of animal bones, there was a small, probably not that small, about that little big of thing just like buried in it. It's like a little pouch.
Dig through it.
There is a potion inside of it, and a note that appears to have pretty much crumbled to dust.
Well,
It's like you go to open it up and just like crumbles in your hands.
Arcrack.
I'm sure this had something to do
Identify
with
this.
it. I'm sure this note had something interesting written on it, but we'll never know.
It didn't hold up as well as that coin.
No, it did not. Nothing has held up as well as that coin. Even the wood, that seems to be pretty good condition.
Well, given a little bit of time, I can identify that potion for you.
Thank you. As big as hand it over. Yeah. I'm not drinking some random potion.
Just chug it.
What could go wrong? I could start vomiting black dots.
It'd be good for you.
No,
It's the
not
black.
at all.
It's the black dot cleanse.
So, do we want to continue checking this little area out, or would we do better to head across the bridge over there and see what else is beyond all these cells?
There doesn't seem to be much down here. So, I mean, I say we get out of here.
All right.
Agreed. Let us proceed.
All right. Break on through to the other side.
Once I get up to this point here, I'm gonna go back into like kind of a stealthy like manner,
Mm-hmm.
since we don't know what the hell back here.
This room that you can see, very clearly see stealth. Clink.
Get lumber.
You're trying to be stealthy, and almost every single plank you step on.
I was gonna toss shit to Belir, but
Balir's
every
just
time
as
I
bad.
step on one, I'm like, ugh. Oh.
What is close?
I'll drag you up here so you don't have to move
I know.
yourself.
I was.
Oh, you're good. I'm just gonna move you because I know it's a pain in the ass.
That's okay. I got it.
Alright. So I guess we creep forward stealthily.
In this room, there is a clearly something that someone gets strapped down to. It looks like a torture room. There is just crimson stains on here. Valir, you step in and you see a. Now, right there on the table next to you is a bunch of old rusted torture implements.
Mm.
So
How fresh are these?
they are old as hell. Old, rusted out. Most of them are useless. No fun to be had here.
There's 2 doors in here.
There's 2 doors. One here and one here. Oh, here.
Flip a coin?
Damn. Neither one of you hear Lurley over the sounds of your own big fat feet stomping around. She just slides around like a shadow
Slamming
in the
tools back and
dark.
forth.
And she sees everything.
Oh, God.
Specifically, I'm looking for traps, any kind of markings to match the type of Thessalonian scribbling that he said is what it is, et cetera, et cetera. Taking note of anything out of place, even if the doors look funky or if I should open.
You don't see any traps, but you do hear something on the other side, and I'm typing what you hear.
Okay.
The clatter of the keyboard.
See anything of interest over there, Lily?
And she step
I
on.
Is there any kind of crack or keyhole at this door kind of thing?
There's a crack at the bottom.
I would absolutely bend down and try and look underneath.
You see a step. Here, I'll actually. There's what you see. Did you see that? Does it reveal it? You see some steps.
Yeah, okay.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! There we go. Okay.
Being that close, I would reach over and kind of tug on Balir's sleeve and point to the door and mouth to him, "Confidence," but not making noise.
Open it.
What are you talking about over there?
I guess going through
I
the
kind of sigh and shake my head and stand up and point my crossbow at the door and wave at him like, "Come get it!" And I'm gonna stand on the top of this little rack here, with my crossbow aimed and ready at anything that may be on the other side of that door.
Is the door locked?
Not that you can tell.
I shrug.
Right.
Pull out my crossbow, open the door.
It opens. Wink. And I realized I didn't make these, or they were see-throughable. Hold on a second. See-throughable. Okay. Can you see anything in there yet?
Steps.
Yep, I just see steps.
Okay. When the doors open, you can hear a bit more.
Sounds like goblins.
It is goblinoid, but it's more of it's goblin swearing. He's just swearing over and over again and banging on stuff.
Sounds like an angry goblin.
Want me to lead the way?
I nod and waving my head like, "Go, go!"
Yeah. He is looking pretty hurt, by the way. Our Crag's not looking so hot.
As he passes me by, I stop him, and I'm going to do my first cure light wound.
Woo!
Ah, my sheet. I'm sorry. We can go ahead with the role play, and I'll roll it as.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're being stealthy, right? Are you trying to be stealthy again?
I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
be stealthy.
Stealthy we are.
Be stealthy, you two.
Oh, look at that stealth.
Hopefully.
Adding my own music.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel stealthy.
I'm so good at this.
I have no idea we're coming.
Yeah. I'll step up to this point and I'm gonna just kind of like peer around the corner.
You're walking up. And he's like, bang, 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 bang.
What is this? A bunch of crates I see in here?
Yep, bunch of crates.
Ah.
As you're stepping in, this crate right here rattles a little bit. Just ding, 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 ding.
Which crate?
This crate right here, it rattles a little bit. And then give me perception rolls.
Rolling real hot.
You hear skittering, Arkrag, like away from the crate. Then you all hear this crate, bang, bang, bang.
If you're pinging it, are you on the GM layer?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I am on the GM layer. That's my bad. This crate right here. First, this crate right here pinged, and then this crate right here pinged. You gotta roll your heal, 1d8 plus 2.
Whatever it is, it's inside one of those crates.
It banged on this one, and then you heard skittering, and then it banged on this one. Sorry if it wasn't very clear. I was pinging on the wrong layer.
How tall are these crates?
Feel free.
Taller than a goblin. About little higher than waist height. Damn, 8 HP heal is pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm going to nudge Belier, and I'm gonna just kind of give him my dish. And I'm gonna call out the goblin. What are you doing to my crates?
And it just gets dead silent.
I said, what are you doing in my crates?
You can see the crate that you were looking at rattles. Lurley, with your... Let's see what you can see, because he needs to roll again. Oh, Jesus, you are definitely quiet. Good God, that's 2 nat 20s in a row.
Using up all our... No, that's like 3.
That's like 3. 3 out of 4 so far. Lurley, you spot, and Arkrag, you both spot this thing like try to be stealthy, and almost immediately realizes he's been caught. And I need to move him to the other layer. God damn it. I forgot.
And I will use that stealth to try and hide and still have best advantage of view.
This, it is a 3-armed goblin. One hand is holding a obviously magical longsword. Another one is holding a, what looks like a spike or a dagger. And then another one that's sprouting out of here is holding an axe. He's like, "My crates! Mine!" And,
oh my God.
and you're going to need to re-roll your initiative now, as he is very upset that you said that they are not his crates. How dare you?
Just rude, honestly. In this man's house.
Oh my God, these initiative.
We're just going last, you know.
Yes.
It was the third arm. It threw us off, okay?
That's a 3-armed goblin! Arkrag, he sees you like super. Like the first thing he sees, "My crates!" And the third hand throws the axe at you. What is that?
You can't just swing it like a normal person.
He hurls it at you, rolling a nat 1. It gets embedded in the crate next to him, and he just looks up. And he uses free, yanks it out, and then runs back behind the crates.
Comical 3-armed goblin.
Crates! And that crate. Balir, you're up. Or John!
John! I'm going to, climbing on this crate doesn't really require much, does it?
You can just hop up on it. It's not even a roll. It's like a DC 0 to do that. Oh,
Alright,
I
so
just
I'm
realized the
gonna move-
initiative order is on Lurley's head.
I thought it was kind of heavy.
I'm gonna move on top of that crate right there, and ready a color spray once he
Okay.
pops.
Hey, like mine.
Somebody is gonna get affected on their mind, and that's it. That's all I do.
Alright, Lurley, you're up.
Yeah, I'm up on this crate and I'm just ready in an action to be able to. Well, no, I was preloaded. Screw it. I'm shooting my crossbow at him.
He's behind the crate at the moment.
Lob it.
Oh, see, I thought that going up above I'd be able to. Like,
No, if you're hopping up, I mean, he's gonna have soft cover if you do that, but you can hop from thing to thing and get closer if you wanted to. But right now, basically, you can see his ears, and the goblin ears twitching, and like the axe waving from his other arm. That's pretty much all you got right now. So you could hop from box to box to get closer and get a shot.
Yeah, that'll be within my range.
Hup, hup, hup.
I can't move very far, and if I can get this stupid thing to scroll.
There we go.
Yes? No? Maybe?
Hmm?
Is it not showing y'all my roll?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Because he has cover, he just right where his head would have been. But I mean, it blocks it. He's like you see his ears like, and the axe like on the box in front of it. And then
The shadows may hide you now, little one, but I promise we'll bring it to light.
Great! Arkrag, you're up.
All right, I'm going to jump up on this crate here and make my way across. Jump, jump. And do I got a clear shot of this little fella?
Yeah, you got a pretty clear shot. He's gonna have like the barest of cover. Actually, he's not even gonna have the barest of cover because you can literally lean in your thing. So you're good to go. Yeah.
Okay, so as I run across these crates, I'm gonna put my trebuchet in my left hand and reach back down to that dagger on my side and pull it out. I'm gonna just underhand flick it at him.
All right.
Ugh.
Jesus. It's a 10. And he actually just ducks out of the way, hits the ground, and comes back over the top of him. He like leans up, and it just swings back his neck. It's like, "Wah!" As it goes right by him.
I'm not gonna sheath that bad boy.
All right, it's his turn, and he looks at you. Ah! And runs around this way, runs around the crate, right into Balir's waiting arms.
Goofed. All right, give me that DC 13. We'll save.
Oh, jeez. He has a -1. Wow, he made it. A 13 will save. He has a -1 and hit it. Does it negate entirely, or does it have a reduced effect?
It negates
I
entirely.
believe it negates entirely. Yeah.
Will negates, okay. Well, he comes right up to you, Balir, and he sees Lurley standing on the crate above it, and you see him go, and his chest gets real big. And then, let's see here, what's he gonna do here? All right, his chest just swells up, and he shoots this acidic vomit just in a line, and hits both of you. You need to get a reflex save for that.
No, man, I'm tired of like the sick shit.
I believe you ain't getting me. I turn a pirouette and watch as it flies by. I'm like, ew!
Oh,
I'm
he's
just like swatting at this acidic.
he's like dead at you. Part of the reason Lurley's able to dodge it so easily is that a large part of it is just hitting you in the face, and it's like a spray. Lurley, you take half of that, as some of it does get on you.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You also need to make a fortitude save. Both
That
of
was
you.
a bad save.
Balir.
Poor Balir, you get
Damn
sick.
it!
Again, you started meeting going, You're just nauseated by this thing vomiting right all over you. You're just
Oh
covered
my
from
God.
about the top of your forehead down to your waist and just acidic vomit is bubbling on you. Literally, you're alright.
I'm looking pretty beat up
That's
too.
nasty. You should have stepped out of the way.
It's just-
Burning.
it burns.
Stinks.
It burns. It burns so bad. Alright, there's this cooldown.
That would go on my health, right?
Uh,
On my health, right?
oh, yeah, you took half of that. The red is your health. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Balir, it's your turn. You take your turn to scream in pain as your skin bubbles.
I'm actually gonna hop back off of this crate if I can with a 5 foot.
Yep.
And cast Cure Light Wounds on myself because I think I need some help.
Need some self-loving right now.
A little bit, yeah. Let's see it. Show me a 5.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. Yep, that'll be it for me.
Alrighty. Lurley, it goes to you now. Poor Balir, man.
He's catching.
He's catching something.
I absolutely would, do the only thing really that could do. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to pull my frog out and cast him on that little joker's shoulder.
I don't remember what your frog does. So what's he do?
Pulling him out.
Pulled it out. All right.
She's summoning a poison dart frog.
Okay, so he's gonna need a fort save then.
I think the frog has to attack before it does that.
I didn't have the sheet open. I'm sorry. It's okay.
You're fine. No big deal.
Almost there. Scroll down. Okay. And he's going to do the epic bite smite.
Bite smite. Okay. So.
Frog with a bite smite.
Ribbit. Yeah!
And I summoned him to be like right there on the shoulders between two of the arms. Like not next to his head, but wherever there'd be two arms together, that's where the little dark frog.
Alright, I'm gonna say that hits just because of how unconventional of an attack that is. Alright.
Is that considered higher ground?
No, you are not higher if you are with exactly where he is.
He is the ground.
I am the ground. So he needs that fort save. He's almost certainly going to make it because it's his best save. Yes, he makes it. Frequency
He takes 2 damage.
2 damage. All right.
He's still got a little nibble.
Yeah. It's not even a bite. It's just a really angry tonguing.
Not on there.
All right. It's a full round action to summon. So, Craig, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of hop, skip, and jump across these boxes.
They're crates.
I'm gonna take. I guess I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity because I'm like charging across and jumping down next to him.
I mean, if you want to take an attack, yeah, you kind of have to make that, don't you?
Yeah.
1d20. He can hurt. Ooh, well, that was close.
Ooh, goodness.
That was close.
Hmm.
I assume that hits you.
I am going to
Windstorm?
use my session reroll
Okay.
to make him reroll that attack.
Nat 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Much better.
That is significantly better. He sees you coming and goes to hit you with that long sword in the other hand, trying to get a long swipe, and it digs into the crate. Ow! My crates! Our Craig.
So I'm going to have charged across, and as I'm leaping through the air and coming down, I'm going to do like a diagonal overhead chop. I think this is thing.
All right.
And that +2 for charging.
Yep.
16.
Cut him right across his chest. Just.
And land next to him in sort of a defensive, like a semi-defensive offensive crouch. I say, my crates now, little one.
No! And he goes to swing at you again. He takes a move action to dig that longsword out, which provokes. That does
Provokes
Yep, because he's yanking his thing. It's like he drops his little dagger he's holding and he yanks that out. That one does miss though. Alright. Does a 12 hit you?
That one misses too.
Alright. You're flanking him technically. Alright. Balir, you're up. Because the frog's on his back. You're flanking him.
That is.
It's technically true. You are flanking. You do have a +2 to hit. And Balir, you're up.
So if I shoot at him, do I take a chance of hitting the frog?
No. The
Okay.
frog's on his back. I'm not gonna be a dick like that. A 50-50 chance to hit the frog. He turns at the right second.
I'm gonna lean out and pop a shot if I can between those crates and shoot at him with the crossbow.
Just be like wiggling. I don't want to get hit again.
Stay in these vomit-proof boxes here.
You need
Yeah, I
some
still
other
got some
stuff
muck
you
in my
can do. Your face is like burning. Here, I got no eyebrows anymore. Where's he at? Craig, the bolt shoots right in between the two of you, hitting the wall. You can cast spells and stuff at this guy now if you got mind affecting.
There is stuff. I keep on forgetting that I actually do things. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't do just crossbow bolts. Lurley, it's back to you as your frog is tonguing the goblin from behind.
I'm going to, just on a whim, because he keeps screaming about his crates and he seems to be affected, standing there, I'm going to look and turn my crossbow bolt around and use the butt of it and just like bash down on the crate that I'm standing on.
You see him like stop paying as much attention to Arkrag and just turns to look at you.
My frog would absolutely bite him again.
All right, bite him. He needs another fort save, right?
He's trying.
He actually needs a will save and then a fort save.
A will save.
Yeah, because it's an illusion.
Ooh, well, 10 doesn't beat it.
Ugh. Now he needs a fort save.
He's gonna. He has to roll a 1 in order to fail this fort save because his fort's so high. He takes the damage though. The bite doesn't even seem to affect him. I just imagine like a tongue hitting him in the back of the head, like the ear.
I'm okay with that.
And he just looks at
And I
you.
would just like as many hits as you'll let me.
Oh yeah, you're just smashing the shit out of it. You're standing on it. You're like breaking it. You're falling into the box as you're hitting it.
Trying to tear it up.
Yeah.
That's action.
All right, I'm going to take a 5-foot step right here, just so I'm not blocking any sort of ranged attack. And as I'm stepping through, I'm going to do like a sweeping horizontal strike at him with my trebuchet.
Okay.
So 14.
He is pissed beyond belief at these crates, but you go to swing at him, and he's like his third arm is kind of on his own volition, just and catches it and pushes it off of him.
Handy trick that.
Cracks! And he just takes off, provoking another attack of opportunity from you, Arkran. Just ignoring you entirely. You hit his ass.
Watch out!
You slash him across the back. He doesn't even seem to pay any mind. Belier, he just runs right by you, jumping over you, provoking an attack from you as well, if you want to melee him in the dick with your crossbow. No, that one's not gonna... Wait, he's flat-footed because he's just going all out. Does that work? Flat-footed. There's a 14 flat-footed, so no, that does not hit him. Just off. You nearly nailed him.
He's flanked.
That's alright.
You are flanking. You hit him. That's right. The frog's flanking. You hit. That was 1d4 plus your strength damage to his groin. As he hops, he like hurtles over, and you just. And then he just long sword right at Lorelei. Very unhappy with you. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
All right, he goes to stab you and stabs his own crate. No!
I chuckle and kind of stomp around. So
You see him. And then Belier, it comes to you.
Can you make 2 standard actions?
No, you can do a standard and a move, or you can do a double move. Or a full round.
I'm actually just gonna stay here. I'm gonna give him the stink eye.
Am I
I don't think that provokes. Evil eye doesn't provoke, does it?
I mean, it does, but I don't think you're actually... If you're prone on the ground, you're not actually in his range. Because he's standing on a crate, and you're even further down than it.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna cast evil eye.
Give
So he
me
has a
times that Ray replied
will
that
save.
I didn't think that I broadcast.
He fails, I'm pretty sure.
He does. Oh yes.
So that's a -2 to what? Attack, saves?
That's a -2 to practically everything.
I know. No, Evil Eye targets one specific thing,
One thing.
and then you
I'm
can
gonna
keep
do
keep
attack.
stacking it every turn. So if you target saves, it gets easier and easier to affect them with the Evil Eye as the fight goes on, which
I'm gonna do
is
his,
ridiculously good.
attack roll
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Witches are very, very good at extended fights. All right.
And it lasts for. Oh,
Your intelligence modifier in rounds?
3 plus wisdom.
3 plus your
So,
wisdom. Ooh, that's a long
5
time.
rounds.
That's a
5
long
rounds.
time. Can you cackle to make it last longer?
I don't have that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I can.
All right. Lurley, it's your turn.
I'm just going to continue bashing and stomping at these crates.
If you're going to hit the
because
crates now,
to
you're going to
me-
provoke. Because he's standing there overwatching. As soon as you start ignoring him to hit a crate, he's going for that ass.
I would not know this, and I just see it.
I
being
think you'd
very-
know it. I think you know it with the guy literally
Okay.
standing over you trying to stab you.
Then okay. Then in that case, I will hop down off the crate and fire my crossbow at him reflexively.
I like that idea. He's just like a
And,
little, sweet little hop back.
Yeah.
Has he got cigarettes or is he just slapping his hands together?
he's packing cigarettes.
Oh, okay. You take a little pot shot as you hop.
Let me change. There it goes.
Little hup, hup. It hasn't rolled yet
No,
for some reason.
It's wanting me to stay on my skills instead of switching to my core. I've got to get these macros done. I apologize.
You're
It's
fine.
fine.
I know I'm apologizing a lot, but it just, oh my gosh, it irks me.
It's an interesting fight happening right now about these stupid crates.
These damn crates, man. Dang, man. You live in a room with crates.
That's it. That's all you do is you live with crates, and someone comes in and starts bashing the crates.
Things take priority.
It's like Wilson on Castaway. No!
Should be coming up.
No, you hit his ass. You give him a little hop and then right in the chest. He's still.
And this final round, I'll keep, the froggy going, and then I'll let him do this after that round.
Okay. Frog is gonna bite his ass then.
As an attack, and he goes away after this.
Okay. Well, he rolled a 2 on his will save to disbelieve, so I think he failed. And we'll go ahead and roll the 4. Oh! He needed a 1. He needed to fail a 1 for that fort save. So
If she can get to the sheet.
We did it.
as long as he hits, he's getting affected by whatever that poison does.
He's flanking.
That's right. He's
Ooh,
flanking
is
and
that-
hits, and it does con damage.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that's some pretty good little froggy poison. No, that takes him to an odd number as well.
Sweet. So he loses a good bit of chunk of hit points on that one.
Woo!
So I can give him -2 to saving throws.
Mm-hmm. Makes it harder, and I mean he makes it harder and harder. Yeah. All right, they're like that. It right? You move. You took a 5-foot action and you attacked. That's all you can do. And your frog guy. All right. Craig, you up? Oh, you took a 5-foot step back. Is that where you want to be?
Yes, I just hopped back one. If you can please move it.
I got you. I moved you. I know it's a pain in the ass, so I got you.
You could be my hero, baby.
Alright, so I'm going to not really charge, but I'm going to move up to this point here. On top of this crate, I guess, and attack from above.
Just like a running Spartan stab at him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to kind of jump up above, and then I'm going to kind of like stab down, trying to hit him at like an angle, I guess you'd say.
Damn. All right.
I think you hit.
His poor little body is starting to crumble under all the damage, but he's still kicking. He ain't dead yet. He's crates.
You tough little bastard.
And all right, it's his turn now. He looks at you as you say that, Arcray. He's like,
Oh no!
Then you need to give me that reflex. You're all right, Balir. You're not in range. It's a line. I saw that look of just.
There's a spray kind of arcs to the side.
Oh
Welcome to my hell.
no! 9.
You need to give me a fort save now, and you take 6 damage as this thing vomits all over you.
21 fort save.
You
Net
fucking
20
shrug that off like it's nothing. Just, all right. In his turn, that's it. I mean, that's all he does. He does not try to run away. He doesn't do anything. And that's it. Balir, you're up.
I'm
This,
gonna do that 5-foot stank eye
okay.
this time for his AC.
Is it nice being able to do something other than the crossbow?
It is very nice.
He fails.
Oh, yes, he does.
So now he's got -2 to hit and to AC. So he ain't hitting anything, and he's gonna get hit a lot. Lurley, you're up.
I am just going to fire my crossbow at him. I don't really have. No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep kicking the crates. I'm using my crossbow and beating the shit out of these crates.
Where are you going?
He turns and he's like sadly looking at those crates. He showed up at this guy's house and started breaking the only things he cares about. He's just trying to stop you from destroying his home.
If you want me to stop smashing things, why'd you attack us? What's going on here?
Great. Sorry, Craig, you're up. As Lurley's smashing these crates. And the poor little goblin is just trying to get over there to stop it.
Alright, so I'm going to take a 5-foot step this way down off the crate. And as I'm coming down, I'm going to slap him with my trebuchet.
Yeah. Okay, I just imagine you like held it like this and just hopped down and hit him with the top of it as you're going down.
Yeah, something like that.
It gets him in the back and he finally just falls forward onto the crate and dies leaning on a crate.
Well,
Oh my.
He's in the crate warehouse in the sky now.
This has been an eventful day.
Oh, he seems so focused on it. All I could think of was to tear the little bastards up.
I want to know what's in these crates.
It's been connected to him for anyway.
I start poking around, looking at him.
I'll help you and Balir search through them if that's the case. But before, I'm gonna kind of like disarm him because I don't know
He might be
what all
there.
he's got on him. I'm gonna kind of search through him as they start plundering through the crate.
Okay, so you're looking through his stuff. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do it in order here. Arcraig, you're just looting him. His sword looks clearly magical, and the hand axe is very well made. But the dagger that he had is it's made of silver, which is pretty cool. I mean, he's got some definitely above average gear here, but I mean, other than that, that was pretty much the only thing he had on him. He had some food.
Let's start snacking on the food.
That's not very good food.
I'm a bugbear.
I'm just saying it's not very good food. All right, Lurley and Balir. Most of the crates are completely empty. One of the crates is filled with smaller boxes, and then another one is filled with some old, like, rations that he apparently was eating.
So, is there anything in the smaller boxes?
In the
Open
smaller
that box.
boxes? No, there's nothing in those boxes.
This is a madman. Down there with his crates.
Yes. It was.
What the hell was he doing?
All made him have an affinity to boxing.
He lived
walk-
underground with nothing but crates to keep him company, so he loved them, and then you started breaking them, so it's like you're killing his family.
I'll walk over and just kind of like find anything interesting. This is some above average, whatever he was eating.
Do you still have like the sword and stuff in your hands, or? Okay.
Forget what he was eating. What else you got there?
This sword seems to be like it might be enchanted. Pretty nice axe and a silver dagger.
Enchanted like Thessalonian enchanted? Or...
I don't know if it's that's the only enchantment or not. I look at the long sword a little bit better. Like, does it have any sort of identifying runes or marks on it?
This is definitely a modern made thing. It's also not, despite being magical, it's not of the highest quality. It appears like this is probably something that someone made as like a test run. Maybe someone trying to learn how to enchant or practicing their enchantments. Like this wasn't made to be some special grand thing. It was like, I got a decent sword and I put some enchantments on it. All right, I know what I'm doing now. I'm ready for the real deal.
I look at literally, I say, well, if it is Thessalonian, it's quite old and seems to be a prototype of some sort.
Could I look at it and do like knowledge arcana or perception to tell if I know what kind of magic it is, to know if it's bullshitting?
You'd have to sit down and ID it, but it doesn't look super fancy. Like even you can, it just without even an appraisal roll. Listen, like it's a well-made sword, but it's nothing that stands out. It's not like the Ransur that Belier's holding now. It's not like that. Like that was clearly a cut above.
Take your word.
I love that Lurley is just such a pathological liar. She has trouble understanding that people can tell the truth.
Ancient prototype.
Then you'll have many hours of study.
And she just kind of rolls on and continues looking around.
Well, doesn't appear to be anything else in this room other than the boxes of boxes and some acid vomit.
God damn it. I'm going to just toss this little fella in one of these crates. It doesn't seem right to lay in the middle of all this wreckage.
He died as he lived, surrounded by crates.
And
He
with
never
3
left
arms.
his room.
So,
Alright.
check out what's
Proceed
down here.
stealthily.
Okay.
Or we at least try.
You can try to be stealthy if you want.
No.
Your shoes squelch with every step because of the vomit that's run down into them.
Oh my god.
Craig, somehow you're fucking a ghost. Get how that one works. This big ass bugbear.
The vomit, like congealing on his face, helps him blend in.
He's like the Predator, but with vomit.
Urban camo, yeah.
As I see the door ahead, I kind of wave to them and point at it like,
There's something here.
you know, like not say anything, but like point. Think of like, you know, like military scouting. Point ahead and point to the side.
Aim at the ass, right. This right here is a door, but it is open, and it is opened up to a just. I believe it's open. Let me check my lighting. Yes, it is open, and it is It's just a checker tiled room. There doesn't appear to be anything angry in there. There does appear to be some stuff on the floor, some smashed stuff. Looks like a bottle of wine. A book, maybe. You can even just from here you can see all this stuff just sitting in the room. That right there, you can't see there. You can see what you can actually see, which I believe is nothing.
Ain't shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing. Keep creeping.
More
And are those
stairs.
going up or down?
Those are going down.
I point to the crack and do like a spirally motion downward. And step on forward.
Because that would descend into hell.
These stairs you can see, like as they're going around, you can already see that the stairs are crumbled and they've like collapsed. Craig, you do the collapse of the Thessalonian Empire? How there was this big ass cataclysm that wiped it all out? Could potentially be play into why that happened.
Okay. I don't think there's any point in investigating down here. What you see up ahead?
Give me a perception as you walk by that area there, though, Crag.
Oh, okay.
Because I just all right. You got, and whoever's looking in that room, give me a perception roll.
Working on it.
With your perception, Arkrag, you get the faintest whiff of something coming from the steps. You're not. It's more like that the sin spawn smell, but very very faint. Just coming from the blocked steps. Okay, literally and Belir, as you're looking through you're just like. I mean, you're not actually doing it like that, but the book is in very very good condition. You also find the what looks like to be a magical scroll, just kind of tossed off to the side. I'm off camera, I just realized. Like I said, there was a bottle of wine that you could very clearly see just sitting out in the open. And then buried under some stuff is what looks to be a magic wand. Or just a stick with some engravings on it. You think it's magical. You're pretty sure it's magical.
I like magical stuff sometimes.
And the sin spawn smell doesn't get any stronger or weaker. It's just kind of there.
I'm gonna put this scroll in a waterproof bag.
You have a waterproof bag.
Yeah, man. Be prepared.
Do you have chalk dust too?
I have chalk. and a fist.
Alright.
Can I tell if it's a stick or something else?
It's a wand. Without knowledge, it's a wand. It's clearly a magic wand.
But here, careful there. Sometimes those things go off unexpectedly.
Pick it up. I'll be careful.
Boom! Alright. Craig, what are you doing while they're investigating all this, finding all this sick loot?
Journal, sorry.
I'm gonna watch them as they're doing their little thing, and then I'm gonna just kind of like just work my way down around here just to take a peek.
All right. As you step down near the steps, getting closer to the crumbled area, these steps appear to almost start to give way underneath you.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Try to backtrack.
You can back out, but it's like boom. And the step kind of crumbles a little bit and cracks, and a little fissure goes up the side of the wall, and some dust falls from the ceiling.
Just since my smaller down there, that won't put weight on this.
Like, can I see through the fissure? Like,
it's like a hairline fracture going up the side of the wall now.
Does the smell of sin spawn
It doesn't get any stronger. It's just like this faint odor just constantly wafting up. Like, you have a window open, you can kind of smell a fire sometimes occasionally. It's like that, but it smells really horrible.
Can I read the book?
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's what I was looking through.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're reading it? Do you read Abyssal?
I do.
Oh, perfect. It is a book dedicated to Lamashtu, which is the same person, the same altar that you found earlier, the Mother of Monsters. It's kind of like, it's basically you're reading a monster manual from D&D, but it's specifically written in order to how to kill monsters. There's various types of monsters.
Oh my! This could be quite handy down. It has everything about them. Their weaknesses, their strength. We should study this before we proceed further.
I imagine I'm coming around the corner about this time. Definitely nothing down the stairs worth investigating. What you said? You said
There's something in here worth investigating.
And I pass over the book to Belir because he was showing interest in it. We've been looking around together.
I can't read this.
No? Look right here.
And I kind of point and, detail out some of the details of what it says.
Is there pictures?
And I guess Abyssal would be.
Oh yeah, there's pictures. There's illustrations. There's like drawn out things where they've been vivisected, showing you
read pictures.
where to.
I show him a picture of the little flying head and see.
That's the little headless fucker from earlier.
How do we kill it?
Or all head. Whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't like that thing.
You can read this?
Yes.
Like staring over his shoulder.
I look up at him and go,
You have a booger.
I step aside quickly, making sure they don't fall on me.
That is
Big old bugbear
disgusting.
boogers. Oh
I
lord.
do not like it.
Sorry. What language is this? I don't think I've ever seen it before.
Not many have. Although some. Abyssal. From when all begun. It kind of worked.
The demonic tongue.
Eh.
Maybe when we get some time, we can sit down together. I'd like to learn this abyssal language.
I can show it to you. You can show me Macedonian. All the knowledge all around.
Seems like a fair trade-off.
I stick out my hand and grab his pinky,
Shake on it.
and shake it, and then walk off and put the little book in my pouch and march on forward to keep investigating.
Can you read that? I guess text like one ringing on the wall right now.
Oh no! When you say that, they turn to look. There's nothing there.
Read what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out again. Be prepared. I got a chalkboard and chalk in my backpack.
All right.
I'm gonna just do my damnness. Just sketch out.
Give me that linguistics
What's
check.
Here we go. Gotta be some shit.
I'll give you a +2 for being prepared. 22.
You're that
Jesus
good.
Christ! You
Damn.
you almost get it dead on.
I can even write in italics.
Your face is frozen. Literally, I think, and it's frozen at the worst time. It's pretty funny. Hold on, let me reconnect real quick.
Yeah, I can't see you.
There we go. Okay, yeah, bro. Yeah, you're doing some fancy writing. What he writes down is it's abyssal, basically saying, "Get out, don't come back."
Oh,
Is this bad?
well, yes, I can read it. It's basically telling us to leave and don't let the door hit us where the sun shines. Doing certain things.
In my face.
Huh?
Don't let the door hit you in the
I
face.
think the sun shines in my face.
If this is
Well,
telling me
maybe
anything,
you do things differently.
this is telling me anything though. That means we can go farther. This is maybe not a dead end.
Maybe it's telling us to leave. I can't imagine it was. Well, it might have been to protect this journal with this stuff, but maybe we should look deeper and not be so quick to run off.
Does there seem to be any sort of like secret doors in here? Like doorways?
they weren't able to find anything. They've been in here looking at stuff.
We also didn't roll very well.
Yeah.
From a meta standpoint, you don't know that.
Well, That's what I'm saying. Like if I look around,
You
can
can
I
look. You can
make
take a perception check if you
try?
want to look around. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Mm.
Everybody rolled a 17.
There's nothing there. I mean, it just looks like a normal room. It just looks like a meditation chamber. I mean, it's been all ruined, but it looks like it used to be used for meditation.
Was that wine bottle full?
Yes, unopened.
Oh. Make sure to pocket that.
Maybe we should go back and investigate.
This is also, it's also a very modern vintage.
Ooh. That's... Somebody's been down here. I don't know my wine, but I can read dates.
Yep. Oh, it's also
You said-
it's also from Sandpoint. I forgot. You're a local. You know the wine. You know where this was sold from.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna keep hold of this. And you said the stairwell didn't have anything of note?
Well, unless you want a chance having a cave in fall on your head or something.
No. I do not.
I don't like the way rocks feel when they hit me in the face, so
You've actually felt that before.
yes.
That had to hurt. Well,
I mean,
shall
look
we
at my
proceed?
face.
Well,
It wasn't born this way. It was gorgeous.
I just kind of shrug awkwardly, not sure what to say.
I imagine, I mean, we're just gonna leg it back out there, keep my eyes open for any more secret passages. You know, a little bit more attentive than I was before.
I mean,
Work our way to the other area that we didn't investigate.
yep, there's that one door you didn't open.
Now's the time.
Now is the time. You can go ahead and move over there. Lurley, do you need me to move you?
No, I was trying to get it to change my sheet, but I think it moved me.
Is it
Yeah.
locked?
Not at all.
Do I hear anything on the other side of the 21?
You do not. It's deathly silent.
Alright. Once Lurley catches up, pop it open.
Alright, whoop. Open it up. There are three just skeletons that are just all screwed up. One of them has its rib cage start right here and goes all the way down to the pelvis. There's one that looks like one of the sin spawn where it has things growing out of its back, but they're all kind of stumpy and weird. And then this one is just got like 4 arms and it's really small and all shriveled and terrible.
Crack. Do you wanted any bones? I think we'd have hit the jackpot here.
There's also a bunch of rubble with a bunch of books and scrolls in it. But
Ooh.
looking at the books and scrolls, when you look at the writing in them, it looks like it's written in some kind of either insane scrawl or a very complex cipher.
Well, can we take it all?
Search through the scrolls first to see if there's anything of note, and then afterward I'm going to scavenge some of the best bones.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic also.
Okay.
Unless we haven't done
When
that at
when you
all.
detect magic, one of the pages in the books is actually a scroll.
Oh,
Ah.
rip it out. No.
It wasn't actually in the book. It was like jammed in the book. Right?
Okay, definitely take it out then.
Yeah. You don't have to rip it.
Oh my god,
I obviously-
scroll collector.
I'm contemplating the diamond ID.
Now you're breaking up real bad. I have no idea what you just said.
I'm contemplating the diamond hiding in my inner pocket and don't really see much of anything.
Okay. Arcrag, you don't find anything else of note. It's just lots of rubble and the skeletons.
Alright, just going to grab a handful of them bones. The nicest bones I can find.
Alrighty.
Well, I imagine
Just so you don't have to walk back around through the entire place constantly, I'm gonna tell you, you've been everywhere you can go in here.
Leg it back up to the surface, then.
Yeah.
Give me a perception roll real quick as you guys are heading out.
Okay. I can see things.
Uncle Form. It's been clicked. It's just taking it a minute.
I think the only place we haven't explored is that little dirty area up near the statue.
I think that was just a path leading in.
That's what you get with your perception.
Hey, guys, y'all notice anything weird with the statue? Or have I just, vomiting way too much? I don't know if I'm hallucinating here or not. But I think it looked around a little bit.
The statue moved.
Maybe.
I don't see anything different.
Now that he points it out, the head could be in a different position. Slightly. It's very subtle. It might be.
Isn't this quite odd?
I'm keeping the spear.
Take a step back and poke it with my sword.
No reaction. It's just marble.
Is the head turned in the direction that we came from?
No, it's like it was like angrily looking straight ahead, and now it looks like it's angrily looking straight ahead with his head slightly tilted downward. Maybe. It's very. It's tough to tell. Seems like it.
I try to follow like its line of see what way it might be different, what it'd be looking at.
I mean, it's still basically looking the same way, but it's gone like from looking straight ahead to like looking down this way. So I mean, it's like almost exactly the same direction.
Looking through its eyes, what is it looking at?
I mean, it's just kind of looking out the door right here, because it's facing this way. I know it's facing that way.
Okay,
in
that's
there,
what
but
I was
don't like
wanting to
that.
know.
Yeah.
What direction?
It's just kind of looking down at the exit there.
And to move its head to the side?
Yeah.
To the side anyway?
No, I mean, it's like, it might have just turned it like this, like slightly down to the left, maybe. Like I said, it's extremely subtle. You only just barely caught it as you're going out. It's like, that doesn't look right.
Well, if we never have to come back, we don't ever have to deal with it. Just bury this place.
It seems to be looking this way. We haven't gone down this path.
This is the way you came. This is just the alternate. Like, if you come down this way, like, that's the entrance right there.
Okay, this is blocked off.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. We went over this last time. That's again, that was a week ago, so I'm not holding it against you.
Well, no, I thought that we didn't for sure determine that was.
Yeah, our Craig peeked his head out and looked around.
Oh, my bad. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
How large is this statue?
Probably about like 12, 13 feet tall.
Ooh.
You could drag it out if you wanted, if that's your goal.
We got rope.
No. I don't know how I feel about defacing ancient Thessalonian culture. Maybe we'll just leave this statue alone.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm perfectly okay with.
If it's moving, that might not bode well.
I can't really tell if it moved or not. It might just be a trick of the mind. We might all have that terrible black spot thing.
Well, we have seen a lot of odd things down play with one's perception.
Let's just leave. Be done with it. I'll come back sometime later and maybe investigate this place a little bit more thoroughly.
Oh, and Belia,
And I cast prestidigitation on clothes to kind of clean him up.
You were getting kind of smelly.
Yeah, I should probably rinse off when I get the chance. Scrape some of this vomit off.
Well, that's pretty disgusting.
A
I
little.
even look at myself. I'm covered in it too.
I think we should head up to the surface and have a chat with our broken-armed man in a cell.
All right. It has been
So-
actually a couple of hours since you guys came down because you were taking your time investigating, doing all this stuff. So you come back out. I believe you headed out here in the middle of the day last time. So it's probably mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Because you did do some prep before you went in. So you probably went in a little bit before noon, so now it's about the middle of the afternoon. And we can just pop back to Sandpoint, and they'll start playing the music.
Yes, I love that music.
Sandpoint.
Set that as my morning alarm.
There we go. I got it before it made noise. Hell yeah. All right. Step back up out of the glassworks, which are right here. You make it back out.
All right.
So we got time to go. You can go talk to the broke arm man, and then we're gonna go ahead and call it a little bit early because I want April to be here for the next part.
Absolutely.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
You
Go
got it.
talk.
All right. You head back to the sheriff's office, and before you even get there, you know something's wrong. There's a couple of deputies are out in front of the place. They're like talking to each other. They're kind of like very animated, and they come up and say, "Come on, where you been all day? Come on, come on, come on!" Yeah.
Come on.
All right, Belir, why you running by? You notice one of the guys from the Vrizian camp. He kind of gives you a nod. He's standing off in the alleyway. You know the guy. He's probably someone knows he was gonna go break the legs.
Yeah.
Okay, that was probably the guy. Because quick recap, Belir went to talk to his Verizian people to go get someone to go break the guy's leg so he couldn't escape. All right. The deputies come to you and like, where have you been all day? Something really, we don't even know what happened exactly. Okay, Carl here fell asleep. He's like, I didn't fall asleep. I was standing up, and then I woke up like an hour later. I didn't just fall asleep. I'm not so... Well, anyway, he fell asleep, and now Suto's gone.
Gone.
As in gone. Keys are still here. Door's shut. He's out of there.
Oh, good grief.
All right, this doesn't bode well. Has anybody checked on?
I sent some people to go make sure he didn't go after Amico. She's fine as far as I know. We haven't heard any alarms.
Do we know when the sheriff's gonna be back?
The sheriff should be back this afternoon or tomorrow morning.
This isn't good.
I feel here we should split up. So one of our own actually check after, and the others check the cell, see if we can find something that maybe they did not.
I want to stick my head in the cell, real quick.
All right. Craig, where are you
Right,
going?
kinda-
If you're splitting up and you know where everybody's going before we start doing stuff.
Well, I'll briefly help Belir,
Okay.
then we'll make our way towards Amico. If Learlay's going by herself to Amico,
I would, just because it kind of rings home with me, this family betrayal, and I want to check it out.
Okay. We'll do Belir and Craig since you're literally right there.
Sure.
You peek your head in. Like he said, the door's shut. And he's just gone. You can give me perception checks. And Craig, your scent does come into play.
Would survival for looking for any kind of tracks? be
Yes,
better,
you can
or-
definitely do that. The deputy opens up the cage for you, lets you in.
27.
That's 27. Belir, with yours, you're both going to figure this out pretty much at the same time. Craig, you smell, you smell a little bit of goblin and a little bit of bugbear. Very faint, but something came in here, and it was probably a goblin and a bugbear. Balir, in the cell, like right as the door opens up, you notice like a little tiny hair. You lean down. You're not quite sure exactly what it is.
But it's a hair.
It's hair. And then you look over at Arkrag, and it looks like Arkrag's hair. As in, it's bugbear hair.
Match up.
CSI style, your eyes come out.
Enhance. Arkwright, did you break this man out?
No, but I do have a strong suspicion that there was a goblin and a bugbear here that assisted in his escape.
I trust your nose over my eyes.
How could I break? I've been with you all day.
I lost track of you at least like a good 3 minutes going down one of those hallways. You could be quick. I don't know. I don't make any assumptions.
I look back at the guard. I say, a bugbear and a goblin came in here, and you didn't know anything.
Like I said, I was standing here looking at Suto, and then I woke up an hour later.
Shouldn't have dozed off.
I didn't fall. I was standing. I don't fall asleep while standing up. Do you fall asleep when you stand up?
I mean,
I know some spells that can do stuff such as that. Get people out.
Maybe it was magic then.
You didn't even feel the faintest hint of what put you out. You didn't have like a strange feeling washing.
Nothing. I was standing there, and then I'm just gone. I wake up later.
Oh, go. Can I do I catch that same scent like leading out anywhere? Like, can I smell him?
Oh yeah.
Like,
It leads out towards the back. Actually, up the stairs and out the back. There's a window on the second floor. It goes out there. Then if you continue, like I said, the area's like right in here. This is about where the sheriff's is. I'll tell you exactly where it is when I figure that out. But it seems like it's heading towards the dock area. So even just completely out of the ball, like a bugbear and a goblin literally walked in here, walked towards, got out of the window, walked back to the dock, and nobody saw a thing. Not enough to raise an alarm, at least, because this is the first anybody's hearing about the goblin. So they.
Well, I can tell you this much. They went towards the docks. I don't know how they could have gotten in and out of here unnoticed. But it was clearly a bugbear and a goblin.
any weird, clawy, like, prints going through the sand towards the docks?
There are 0 footprints. The only evidence that there was a bugbear is the hair that you found and his nose.
That's bizarre.
Oh. You think it could have been this Brothasmus they've been speaking of?
I think it has to be. Or an accomplice. Mate, when we stick our head out, I'm gonna go to the my Vrizian buddy. Like, what the hell happened? He's gone.
Alright, I was going in there. I was going to break his legs. Dude's asleep, so I left. He's gone. He was gone. I peek in. The guard's asleep on the floor. I don't want to get blamed for it. I'm out of there. I got out.
It's the right call.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't get in there in time.
It's alright.
He's like, he gives you a hug. He's like, oh, okay. Oh, Muriel said you got to come and eat sometime.
Thank
Again.
I will.
She misses you. I know she just saw you last night, but she said she misses you already. She said you should bring your friends.
This time I will.
The little one over there. I said, you know I gotta tell you this because if I don't tell you this, she's gonna know. The little one over there doesn't eat enough. That's what she said.
Well, we'll feed her. She'll feed her. Definitely.
I don't even know how she knows. She hasn't been in town for like 3 weeks. I don't know how she knows.
Everything.
Okay, I gotta get out of here. Good luck with the guy. I gotta go.
Thank you.
And he like just saunters off. All
Did
right.
this take place away from us?
Yeah, I mean, the guy was standing in an alley waiting for Valir to come talk to him. So I mean, I assume he did. He just Lurley, you make it back to the Rusty Dragon, and Amiko is just standing behind the counter. She looks significantly better. It seems like she's had some magical healing because it's been less than 24 hours, and she looks a lot better. She's still a little beat up. She's got a black eye, but she's definitely doing a lot better than she was. It looks like she's trying to get back to being normal. And she waves as you come in.
As I see her, I kind of let out this sigh, and as panic leaves me, and I walk quickly over to her and say,
Miko, I'm so sorry. We had your brother captive, yet he has escaped. The others are looking into it, but we feared for your safety.
Well, thank you so much for coming here. But the deputies informed me of what happened. It's like he just vanished, is what they said.
That is what it appeared. Maybe they have found more, but as I said, we feared for your safety, and it needed to be checked out. Know that we will find what's going on and make this right.
I appreciate that. My brother's a little coward, though, so I don't imagine he's going to be hanging around trying to come at me for a little while. If he even decides to come at me. I mean, he was abandoned me in a hole after letting goblins attack me. I don't even know if he cares about me anymore. Pretty sure he doesn't. I'm gonna go out on a limb there.
To be fair, in his own twisted way of thinking, I think that he does care, just not in a healthy way. Because he seemed quite pleased that he worked out a way that you were able to just be beaten up rather than killed outright.
I'm thrilled that my brother was happy I was beaten instead of murdered, but...
Well, look at it this way. At least by being beaten and not slain, you're still here and breathing.
I guess that is turning a negative into a positive, so I'll look at it that
That's
way.
why I said his own twisted way.
Yes.
Didn't say it was the right way.
I get what you're saying. It's just not a very happy thought.
Some love is better than none, maybe?
I'm gonna disagree. I would prefer not being loved if it meant I wasn't beaten by a gang of goblins.
this seems like a unique concept to Lirle, and she'll just kind of stare at her for a moment as this epiphany happens, and she just nods and goes,
Well, I'll find the others now. We'll get the answers.
I'll have some food here if you guys want to come eat after this fact. I'm cooking up a storm today.
although the bugbear did gnaw on some goblin food.
Let me get his head. Oh, well, I'll have some actual food.
That would be much.
We're gonna go ahead and call it here before you guys meet back up.
All right.
Because I do want what happens next. I want April to be here for this. So that's it for the caverns down there. We're getting... I'm hoping next week we can go long. Because I would love to get through this entire bit in one go. Because this is something that would be really, really cool to do all at once. It's kind of long. So I don't know if we'll make it or not, but it would be nice if we could do that.
Okay.
I'll see what we can do. If everybody can get their schedule to work out, it'd be great. Because we were able to start pretty much at 7 o'clock this time. So if we can start at 7 o'clock next week and then go a little bit later, we might be able to burn through the whole thing. Depends on how it goes, though.
Okay, cool.
That should be fun for that. Are we still waiting for the end of everything to get the next amount of XP?
I have to calculate the XP because you guys are kind of bouncing around through a couple of different parts, and I got to calculate it all out. I want to say you're going to hit 3, so go ahead and make plans. If I'm looking at the numbers right, then you should have hit 3. I can tell you. I realized that I forgot to tell you what your XP was at last time, so I'll just tell you what it is this time, and you'll be good to go.
Okay.
I'll have to get back to you. I'll do that before the night's over. So I will go ahead and start making plans for your level 3 stuff. And even though April wasn't here, she is going to get the XP just so we're not splitting it up and I don't have to calculate things in a weird way. Because to be fair, that was something that was getting 6 kind of beyond your control.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Feel better, April. We missed you.
Alrighty. Anybody got anything interesting to say before we stop the stream here?
Couple quick things. We've got had to reschedule with Tales from the fandom. He got sick as we. Also, I've talked to Snickle Socks, which is one of the co-creators of Retroverse that got to have a Kickstarter going.
Yeah.
Super cool 80s thing. He does a thing that he shot one shot, and apparently we've been asked to come on. I'm not sure like how many people, whatever, but we're going to be one of the ones that comes on as a guest for his one shots to create little fast dungeons. And how bad can we mess with players and make a fun little one shot thing?
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So fun stuff.
I had not heard about that yet. That's something interesting.
Because it just happened and I didn't have time to.
Okay, cool.
You know now.
Yeah, I know now. All right.
Surprise!
Woo!
All right.
But they're kind of fun. He just sits there and randomly pulls some stuff up and makes a little mini adventure that you can just, throw up some characters and play.
Cool. I like it. All right. Anybody else got anything? Because I got nothing.
I think I'm all right.
Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody for here. Tabletop Bogcast, to see you in there. You've been talking about for a little while. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks anybody else that was lurking. I see a couple of people lurking, but I'm not gonna say your names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody lurking. But yeah, we're done for the night. We'll be back next Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern to continue this. It's going to get, I think we're about to start ramping up a little bit. We were already ramped up, and we're going to ramp it up even further. And then hopefully have a little bit of downtime. And what else was I going to say? I had something else. Possibly this weekend I'll be doing a Legacy draft, if that's still, or Legacy Cube draft, if that's still happening. It might end in like 2 days.
MTG.
Oh yeah. I'll stream that on this, so it'll be a lot of fun if you like Magic. And I think that's all we're doing. Maybe some Minecraft from Lurley?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I forgot. Holy crap. So mine and Arkrag's daughter, and her boyfriend, they're big Minecraft players as well. And they've created a custom server that we're getting ready to do live. We're looking into server information and things like that. And I told them we'd do like a little hype stream, get on, do a little run, try it out, because the way it is basically, I don't want to give away too much, but it is a custom created world, and it is full of NPC quests that they have custom created to go with the lore of this world. You can be magic or technology, and once you choose one, you are locked into that path. And from what I understand, it even takes you to like separate parts of the world based on what path you choose. And then there's like some neutral zones, so you can trade over and stuff like that. So I'm not sure exactly when that'll be done. We're meeting this Saturday to kind of look it over, get an idea, so we can see how we want to do it. But that's a thing, and be put up by Geeky Bugbear. It would be our server.
Cool. Nice. Awesome. That sounds, I mean, you were talking about that earlier. That sounds really cool. Magic for life.
Yeah, so we're kind of excited. My little bit of fandom. I don't do fandom stuff much, but I do dig my.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here. But again, thanks everybody that showed up. Have a good night. Nighty night.
Good night.
Night.